can do it too?
Thank you. We need to see him. He can stay.
And then he'll just go with the dirty cloth later on. Oh.
Again with that mirror. It can't be that the mirror is just dirty here.
Nothing about the mirror today.
Okay, bam. Yes, guys. Dyno Day 2, guys, at Sneaker Tuning. I'm incredibly excited. We've done a lot to the car. Of course, there has been a wastegate adjustment. A cutout on our downpipe, which was super important. We also did a transmission rebuild and replaced the connecting rods, on the advice of our viewers, of course. No, our viewers, of course, want us to have done a full build on the engine. We didn't do that, because our tuner Andy said, how exciting is it to do this with a stock engine and to keep it intact? So that's what we did, and the connecting rods are in, we've driven it, the car drives well, shifts well, and I'm super hyped, because today, we're going for 600 horsepower. I can see you're nervous, Daniel. Andy too, actually.
Doe maar nog één Red Bull.
We did things the way you told us to. The cutout, the wastegate, which was actually the part that broke. So we should be able to get good numbers now, right? In theory.
A good number, but not 600. Just to be clear.
We're going to play it safe, Andy, so we want a safe and reliable car that won't just break down.
TV Gelderland, then let's do it. Are we going to do it? Yes?
Yes. We're having issues with our shift cables being too close to the downpipe, causing them to heat up and shifting to feel heavy. But for the dyno, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's head to the car. Let's show Andy how our wastegate is made, because he hasn't seen it in real life yet. And the cutout, because that was necessary to make power.
I am confident in Rob, first of all.
Rob is really a top guy.
And Marcin.
From the gearbox?
A little less than you guys, but okay.
No, we've done everything for a conversation. We're doing well.
You guys are really doing well.
We didn't even remove the engine to catch that float. I thought that was impressive.
Pretty clever, right? It's quite a job, isn't it? Well done. So we're going to see what it does today.
Or if a spinner goes right through that engine? No.
No, just bring that car in.
Alright, let's go to the car. We'll check it with Andy. And of course, we'll bring the car inside. Then we'll discuss the old power band for a bit.
Let's see. Hopefully not like last time. Nice.
Nice, right? Yeah, it's pretty big. It's really big. The bigger the better, he said, right? Because K24 loves a big wastegate. Well, he's got one.
Rob is heading in the right direction.
One thing. When we rebuilt the engine, actually with those used connecting rods we just put in, we set the idle high because the car wasn't running well. We thought that because of the VVT, it would never do anything with timing, so we set the idle high. We need to reset that with your magic finger.
That should be fine. I'll double check everything.
Yes, please. We always start here at 0, he says.
Right? Yeah, no, that'll be fine.
But this is just great, right?
Sure. Just drive it onto the dyno and I'll let it run there. Adjusting the idle, strap it down on the dyno, and then boost.
I have a nervous laugh all the time. I can tell. If you're going to push the limits, you're just going to be a little nervous.
Look at that logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool down. Alright, we're going to bring it inside. Let's go. Oh my god. Look.
Ah.
Poor neighbors.
Poor neighbors.
Poor eardrums.
Man.
Well, that poor thing. Ladder.
Yes, today's your internship day. Look, yes, I get to clean. I don't know what I have to do yet.
The high revs over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm nervous, man. Yeah, really. Just putting in the wideband sensor because that's necessary so Andy can read the data, of course, from the exhaust gases that we've opened this hood so many times in our lives. Today is the last time. Yes, thankfully. Where does this go, guys? Where should I put this thing? Andy has set up our numbers from where we left off last time. 415 horsepower was the max we reached, so that's without that downpipe attached to our exhaust line. And yeah, before that it was 382. You can really see the difference. And today we're gonna add another 200 horsepower, I keep saying it. Andy thinks it's funny, but we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. We're just going to see where we end up. And the most important thing is that it's done safely. That's just really nice. I do want to clarify something. Here on the screen you can see that we stopped at about 7,000 RPM, while we could have gone up to 8,000, I think. So if you push it further up, it could be that we end up between 450 and 500. Or actually would have ended up there on that last run. Now that all necessary parts are mounted on the car, let's hope there's no more boost creep. We actually don't expect it anymore. Oh.
I just heard someone say something about liking that power, but the engine isn't going to like it.
No, actually, we're already brainstorming after this about how we can make it realistic. Yeah, and we've just talked about what our plans are for the future with the car.
Yes, we do. But we're not going to reveal them today. No. No, we're playing it safe with gasoline today. So then, and a maximum of 1 bar. Yeah, that's what I normally did. So that's what we're just going to do today.
And that's already enough stress for the engine. Just that 1 bar. That's really what it is.
They last a long time on 1 bar.
Yeah. And that's important for us? Yeah, but for that you need to subscribe. And then you won't miss anything. Because what we're going to do with that car, you definitely don't want to miss. Well, Andy, 297 horsepower, we're right at half, and at half a bar.
What did you say? Half a bar? No, 3.5?
Nice going, man. We're doing it, right? That's right. 1 bar, 600 horsepower. No.
And this is still at the wheels, too.
Also, so there's actually a bit more at the crank. Yeah. Is the edge off now? Or is the connecting rod in place?
Yeah, we first need 8,000 RPM.
Oh, yeah, so that worked.
A couple of times.
Oh my god, no.
That's good. I don't see any smoke. Nothing strange.
No more than last time.
No more than last time.
Yes, let's put it that way. Alright then, well. Positive. Interns always get to do the crappy jobs, those interns. Do you know how hot it is? Yes. Now we're going to discuss things, then I'll secretly film.
It's not going up to 600, still useful.
The hood is closing. Now we're going full throttle, guys. The part throttle section was finished, right?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I want to finish my Red Bull.
There's a little problem. No. Yes, how? Andy will explain it in a moment, but he'll make it.
We have a boost leak somewhere, so then we have to take a look.
Should we group the intercooler pipe hoses?
That's possible. It also got worse during the last run. At first it was just a little. It did respond to the boost controller.
You said that in the car too? We have a problem?
Back then it was minimal, but it's clear on the last run.
I saw it. Yeah, it just dropped out.
Yeah, and then you can also see in the data log that the boost map goes down the moment I command boost.
But something with our pipes is working. Maybe
it's because of this.
To blame. But anyway.
Yes.
Somewhere. Okay, but...
Check the charge pipe, then proceed.
We continue. But for the numbers it's putting down right now, he's still healthy. and he's doing well, and we should be able to reach that 500.
Difficult, difficult.
Difficult. Just be honest. Just be honest. Because 480 was kind of the target we were aiming for. It looks a bit like that now.
Yeah, but the boost needs to stay up.
Yeah. So?
So because the boost keeps dropping at the end, I don't reach my target.
No, okay.
So we have to make sure now that the boost doesn't escape. I'm at 95% of the boost right now. Just never. And I get a maximum of 0.85 bar. So I can't go any higher with the spring that's in it. When we fix the boost leak later, and I'm still not reaching 1 bar, then we'll have to put a stronger spring in here. The intern is doing very well. Yeah.
But I'm just going straight from intern to a permanent contract, right?
Yes. But next time you have to put the clamps in an easier position. Yeah.
I actually hid them a little. Otherwise it doesn't look good. You're really making your life hard like this? No. Because I can just use the ratchet like this, right? That fits.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
We're entering territory now where we weren't last time. He's increasing the pressure now, but we're getting a loss of pressure. That's what it comes down to.
Do a run, see how it looks. Hopefully we found something.
Because I've tightened everything. All the clamps. So the next thing could be a broken turbo. Or just another leak somewhere in between here or there.
Fix it, otherwise we can check everything. Come on.
I still have to do 1 clamp actually. Yeah.
And you suspect that it's leaking?
I don't think so. It's the newest one we installed. It's getting worse and worse when I just turn that turbo up. Then it's, yeah.
If I set it to 0.8 bar, then it keeps its boost at 0.8 all the way to the end. And as soon as I go higher, it has that dip at the end.
So we'll never replace the boost controller because Andy actually never really works with the one we've provided. It could be that he goes above 90% during that cycle, starts fluctuating or something, which actually causes him to drop back in boost pressure. We'll just put his on and see if that changes anything. We've tightened all the clamps for a while, so our system should seal immediately. And we have to slowly rule things out to get to the bottom of it. He stays stable at 0.8 bar. But yeah, you want to get to 1, so now it's just a matter of figuring out what's causing it, and hopefully we'll go to the moon soon. But we've already come further than last time. We're now at 440 horsepower. So that's going pretty well. But again, it's territory you haven't been in before. So basically, you're just waiting for problems. Unless it goes right all at once. Is it almost done? Well, I figured that if this boost never gets to 0.8 and the other one is at 95, then you're not at the end of that spring. Which means we actually still have a bit of leeway.
He is pretty fast.
He's a fast intern, isn't he? But yeah, I don't think so. Then he's just really not accurate. We've already dealt with the ones from KMS, you know. If he gives such a difference, then it's really... But 0.8 bar is still 0.8 bar, right? What you read. So that doesn't change.
No, exactly.
But it has to do with the duty cycle?
I need more boost range. Yes.
That's just it, yes.
And you don't have that now.
We're at 95 on the boost solenoid now. And 0.5 bar from that spring. No, 0.8 bar. At 0.8, yes. Thank you. I wouldn't throw it yet.
Nico. You already got rid of that breather filter, right?
Yes, that one.
Oh yeah.
That one's unnecessary too, right? Now it goes straight into the turbo, so the flow is good.
Actually, almost everyone who tunes a car with a turbo never uses a Maxle. Yeah, almost everyone. Yeah, maybe there's a reason for that.
Yeah, Twins TV.
There are just, you see, these versions too, but not the twins, that's right. Not the twins. Almost everyone uses this saloon. But we
are going to switch now. You see it. He mounted it and it stays in place. Shall I do this run then?
I'll leave it at 90%. Then that car will be all the way over here.
But it's still good news, because the car keeps performing at its usual power, so it's not that the engine is getting worse, and that's really good news. But it is possible that the turbo is getting worse. That could still happen. So the turbo is now under a lot of stress, since it hasn't been used like this before. Exactly. We can always use the bigger spring.
Yes, that's right. You're learning too. You're learning it quickly?
Come on, let's go. We're going to do a run. Yeah. He doesn't know what he'll make.
This isn't going to be just a few horsepower.
Yeah?
He's going down, and now he does that 0.8 at 60%? No way. It does make a difference. That's why the first run, that red line, went sky high. It went for the widest. Yeah. Back then it was still on the previous setting. Yeah. After that, I set it to 60%. Then it follows that line, you know?
So it does make a difference. It does make a difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference. Only in terms of boost, you know, above 0...
The 8 is what it is.
Problem is the same. Yeah. Earlier it was later in the rev range, and now it's earlier because I have more range to adjust.
Look, we're not Honda experts. We're just doing whatever, you know? And that actually makes his job so much harder. Because if he had just built everything himself...
Then it would have been, I would check if you have a boost source there. Yeah. In this case, you don't have that. But vacuum source...
Also not.
Neither of them? No.
It's just negative, vacuum turns into boost, Don.
Yeah, it's the negative of boost, you could say. Negative boost is vacuum. You don't have either on this connection now.
While it's a vacuum fitting...
You can also see it going into the runner. So I think that's just confusing.
But what does that thing do then?
It does nothing. I can just let go of it with the engine running.
But this really is the one and only AliExpress special.
What did you actually learn from this?
That I actually just had a good one.
Yeah, so it probably doesn't go from the inside to the runner. Otherwise it would have vacuum or boost.
Yeah.
At the moment you don't have that. The fuel pressure regulator also doesn't see that you're in boost or vacuum, because that's what it does. It increases the fuel pressure by 1 psi for every 1 psi of boost. So 1 psi of boost also increases the fuel pressure by 1 psi.
It's now running on the base setting all the time.
That's why I said, then I have to redo a large part of that mapping. Because this one is constantly at 3 bar instead of...
100% that the vacuum does nothing. No, because it won't work there either, yes?
Then it would also start revving up.
Right away, yes, because he sees it.
Because you don't have a boost source, you also don't have extra force to keep the blow-off valve closed. So there's probably a 0.5 bar spring in here. And every time I go above 0.5 bar without the connection, I just push that valve open.
Okay, and we can't quickly create a boost source now, so everything works properly?
Then we need to look at that AliExpress intake manifold, where we can connect that.
Yeah, oh my god, and he connected everything the right way. We're going to start the car again. We're going to do a few more runs to see if this has completely solved our problem. Because he has to retune a bit, of course, since our fuel pressure problem has now been fixed. The last run of the evening. Let's go. $502 new record, guys. Andy, you have to help me.
Made it anyway, right?
Still made it to 500 horsepower.
At 1.05 bar. So no more staples. No more staples, yeah.
1.05. So you actually went further than you normally would? Yes. And
I had my own reason to continue.
yeah? Does it make sense? I actually already feel really sorry for that engine. Because I'm starting to understand you, what you mean by that. You're just putting 3 times the power into that engine.
I feel it sometimes too, but isn't this what you all want?
Yeah, this is what I want. How many runs have we done today? I think around 140?
I think in total something like 120, something like that, but that's including the previous session.
Yes, exactly. A car like that is really pushed to its limit today. No. And I'm really starting to... At some point I was going to tell Annie to just leave it. I think that 502 is good. The car is still intact, you know? Wow. Yeah.
You have to confirm the power, yes. And validate the tune, so to speak. Yeah, but you say...
You said it right, because we're actually running 501, 502, so we were close to each other the whole time, so that car is just well tuned.
And I'd rather put stress on it here than have it break down on the street. On launch too, you hear it and you might think, oh, that's 1 bar of boost on launch. Yeah, 0.5 bar, really? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because I keep the boost in first gear to a minimum. And it also uses that in the launch control.
Ah, so basically just the spring pressure.
So boost by gear is now set to minimum in first gear, 0.5 bar. So it does that in launch control as well?
Hopefully it won't break anymore. You just do that launch control without any worries, but I'm traumatized.
But if you look at the torque as well, it just makes 450 a little more than that. And normally I usually limit it to 450 Newton meters. Really? We're a little past that now.
So if you're satisfied, then I'm satisfied.
Yeah, man.
I see that power just going up, 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 up. I'm actually starting to feel almost sorry for that engine. It's still a stock engine, you know? And most people forget that. We can reach 600 horsepower, but more modifications are still needed.
Then you're really pushing the limits, since that means more torque on the connecting rods, and you've seen how thick they are. They're pretty thick for how the engine is designed, you know, for the power it was made for. But yeah, they can handle a lot. It's just that we also need to run at higher RPMs.
Yeah, and that's what we need those valves for. And those springs, that's something for the future. And the 600 horsepower title is still what we're going with, by the way.
Yeah, we're running at 8,000 RPM now. 8,500 is possible. I've also done more in the past.
And this is actually already too much for the street?
It depends on how you handle it.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what I still need to get the hang of most.
But this is the thing people never tell you. In America, you also see 700 horsepower, 800. But how long does it last? And the lifespan decreases exponentially afterwards, the more power you use. 500, there are many customers who drive with that.
You know, this will last a long time.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know any that have broken a connecting rod, except if you have a situation... No, that was boost creep. Too much boost at low RPM that can't be released because of the small wastegate.
And we've tackled all of that now. Everything is good?
But I can push it hard at high RPM.
Yes. So actually, I want to end the episode on this positive note. As you can see, we've been tuning here all day, trying to squeeze out those 502 horsepower, almost 503.
Good score. Honestly, I didn't expect that either.
You thought it would be less? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he'd get 84 on 1 bar. But yeah,
That's why you put that 0.5 bar on it now.
a little bit more on it.
Maybe we should continue with methanol systems, methanol injection, ethanol, I don't know what else you have, nitro shots.
Yeah, let the viewers say what they think about that. I wouldn't do it myself. No, but I still have some tricks we can use. Okay, but I'll leave it up to the viewers.
We'll discuss that off camera as well, because we want to do some more fine tuning. But for now, I think driving safely on the street is the most important thing, and we're going to shoot some really fun content in the future. Andy, can we fine tune the car on the street in the next episode? Boost by gear.
Definitely. And we have to. We really have to. Because you can't use this power in first gear. Not in second gear either. And maybe just barely in third.
We still need to fix that in the next episode.
We're definitely going to do that.
Did you really enjoy this episode? Don't forget to subscribe and follow Andy on Facebook. And if you have any work for him, a WhatsApp message is always welcome.
My number is on Google, so anyone can find it.
Exactly. And then you'll see us in the next episode when we're going to tune this beast on the street. Boost by gear. I'll see you there. Ciao.
Ciao.